Today on Turneround's Theory.
Chivalry is dead and women killed it.
I was rejected by a matchmaker this week. She wouldn't be able to work with me. When we met, I told her what I was looking for and told her a lot about me, and I tried to highlight some of my core qualities.
And only 4 episodes left until the season finale. So join me for another edition of Turneround's Theory coming up next on YouTube. Is Chivalry dead? If you'll stick around for another edition of Turneround's Theory coming up on my official YouTube channel in just a moment, we're going to watch this video in its entirety, and of course, your boy going to come through and deliver another free theoretical thought. As indicated in the promo, we are only 4 episodes away until the season finale, and fellas, as I often tell you all, y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Turnaround's Theory starts now. Roll the intro. Let's get into it. What is up, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Turnaround's Theory on my official YouTube channel. As you should know by now, Turnaround's Theory comes to you each and every Monday over the digital airwaves of YouTube, and Turnaround's Theory is also the actual platform of where I normally give the fellas just like you at home a free theoretical thought on just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are tuning in to another edition of Turnaround's Theory on my official YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. As a constant daily reminder, I want to re-inform you all to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it would be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. There is a link provided in the description box for that. If you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there is also a link provided in the description box below as well. Please don't forget to also use the hashtag Team Turnaround that you see at the bottom of your screen, because that lets me know indefinitely that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, but it just goes to show me that you are supporting my channel with regard to the content that I post up, and I might give you a shout out right back. Now, I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this matter, and with that being said, let's jump on over into the latest edition of Turnaround's Theory.
Chivalry is dead and women killed it.
I was rejected by a matchmaker this week. She wouldn't be able to work with me. When we met, I told her what I was looking for and told her a lot about me, and I tried to highlight some of my core qualities, including the fact that I'm very, very type A, organized. I like to be the leader.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
I told her the types of things that I like doing. I also told her I was looking for a man who was also a leader, because I don't want to always be the leader, believe it or not. I told her I was looking for someone that was at or above the same income level as me, driven, who is ambitious, who is ready for a long-term relationship and ready to get married.
To be honest with you, her standards are way too high. The probability of her getting a man in that range is 0%.
She may have actually picked up on the fact that I'm a little high-strung. I'm not like a stressed out or anxious person. I'm just high energy or type A. This is who I am.
Like, I hear women say this all the time. I know a lot of you sisters be like, chivalry is dead.
And she was asking me, do I meditate? No. Do I journal? No. Do anything woo? And I said, no.
Chivalry is dead and women killed it.
So in fact, I'm not even on the same planet as woo.
What?
When talking about what I didn't like in a man, I said I could never really be with a beta type man.
She belongs to the streets.
I specifically used the word doormat. I said, I would chew them up and spit them out. And her response was, well, I married that type of man. She was saying that, men really like a soft woman, and I should try some of these vision board, journaling, meditating type of things. Would never gonna be that type of person.
Woman, for crying out loud, if you lower your standards, hell, you might just get you a man.
She also said that she could sense I had some walls up, which of course I'm coming to meet a woman who I'm asking to find my future husband at the rate of several $1,000s. Are you out of your mind? I, of course, am going to be here really just trying to interview you, my dear friend, because I want to know if I'm going to get my money's worth with you. So, of course, I'm going to have some walls up.
Well, I hate to bust her bubble, but damn it, she is delusional.
I also think it's perfectly normal to have some walls up when you are meeting someone for the very first time. And who also had not taken the time to do her own research on me by stalking me on the internet. She definitely didn't have time because she asked for my socials no more than 1 hour before our meeting. So I asked her if she thought I would be ready for her services. Her response, she essentially said that I am not ready for her type of services because I have too much work to do. My walls are too high and I'm not ready for a long-term committed relationship at the ripe age of 38, where I have been in therapy for 10 plus years. She also said that she's too woo for me, which I can accept that. That's fine. However, I shouldn't need to be a woo type person to be worthy of love.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
She also said that I need to soften a little bit. And men like a softer woman. Essentially, I spent $350 to meet with this woman, have her tell me I am not worthy of love as I am, but the fact that I need to change in order to be worthy of love and partnership. Which honestly, I think for that reason alone, she should have her matchmaking license taken away, because we shouldn't be pushing on these narratives that people are not worthy as they are. And essentially telling women that the type of woman they are isn't worthy of love. That is a narrative that should not be given to anyone, or it is dangerous commentary. And the fact that she said this to my face had some audacity. Well, we're celebrating my 38th birthday tonight, and we are going to wash all of what she said aside. I am so excited. And we're going to believe that no matter the type of woman you are, love is out there for you. We are not going to listen to this toxic narrative.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
What happened to femininity, softness, purity, etc. in women? Feminism took them all away. You're strong, independent, and equal now, ladies. Act like it.
Here's the reality. This is why Chivalry is dead and women killed it. I mean, y'all can say what you want to say, man. But why is a man, real talk, like feminism is here. You know, women are more educated than ever before. They make their own money. You know what I'm saying? And as a byproduct of them making their own money and becoming more successful, you get a little bit more masculine energy. You're not going to be a heavy hitter making money by being passive and a pussy. You're going to become a little bit more masculine, right? And then on top of that, women are just having a little bit more recreational sex, which is fine, right? Cool, do your thing. But you can't expect men to be traditional, hold the door open for you, pay for the date, treat you like a lady, etc. when you guys are no longer traditional women. It's bullshit. Yeah. So guys have adapted to the situation because men haven't really changed. Women have.
And chivalry? I hear so many speak of chivalry, but do they know what chivalry means? I am sure many women can tell you about the male role in chivalry, but do any of them know the female part of it? Many modern women speak about a lack of gentlemen, but do they see the lack of ladies as well? Do they even know what a lady is required to do?
So if you're looking for a guy to be a leader, if you're looking for that rock, if you're looking for that gentleman, and he's standing there, you walk to the diner, you're going to hang out, whatever, diner, fancy 5-star restaurant, I don't care, I'm more of a diner girl, so whatever. You get to the front door and he's just standing there looking around. Game over for me. No, because you know that sit back guy who's waiting for you, either waiting for you because he doesn't have any authority or any sense of authority, or afraid of you because he's afraid, well, I was told not to open doors for women because the modern feminist left told me that they're going to get upset because then it's going to mean that I think they can't open the door for themselves. So I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to wait.
And not to mention that these women are continuing to put up with a narrative of saying I'm strong and independent and don't need a man.
Either of those two things, deeply unattractive. deeply unattractive. So if you're looking for that strong guy, you're out. You're out. You've already, like, it's unattractive.
And to those modern women that ask where all the good men are, well, here's your answer.
Where are all the good men? Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, ladies, but they're done. They've walked away from today's modern women. They're done with dating, done with marriage, done with relationships. And no, ladies, it's not because they're scared, like you all are telling each other is the case. No, the real reason they're leaving is because they don't see a point in relationships anymore. Because there is no point in relationships for today's men. They're expected to give while getting nothing in return. They're told that they need to honor, respect, and provide for women while never seeing it reciprocated to them in any way. They've been told time and again that they aren't needed, aren't wanted, aren't necessary, and that they should just go away and leave women alone. And ladies, we've heard you loud and clear. We've said, fine, if that's what you want, we're going to give it to you. And that, ladies, is where these good men are, off doing their own thing and enjoying life, because they are done dealing with the drama, narcissism, and insane expectations most of you have. Men are done with never being acknowledged, let alone appreciated for all that they do. So if you're wondering why all the men have walked away, there's your reasons.
Chivalry is actually the code of conduct between knights. Before the Geneva Convention, they would have certain guidelines, like not to kill another knight if they became unarmed. Obviously, this wasn't followed always, but that's chivalry. Also why the game Chivalry is called Chivalry, because it's non-existent in the game.
So I actually think women should start paying for dates. That way we know that you're serious about us. Because it's not men who are finessing women out of free dinners and free meals. That's women doing it to men. So if you want someone to, if you're interested in a guy, I think women should be doing that. That way we know that you're serious about us.
Do y'all feel that way? I feel like for the first date, I definitely do think men should pay for it, just so you know that they're kind of serious, they want to kind of get
But
to
I
know
mean,
you.
what do the guys think about that? Coming from a dude.
We will share our opinions last. I want to hear what you have to say.
Well,
You haven't been talking.
yeah, we'll get you just so it's interesting though, because you said that you think the guy should pay, but you said you were
For the first date.
But you're like you said, and you've admitted it yourself, you're a very masculine woman.
Yeah.
The notion of a flawless marriage or relationship is a myth. There's no set formula for success. What works for one couple may not work for another. Yet, I've discovered that there's always a way forward, even in the most challenging times.
I had a lot of fun with you. You should come over again sometime.
I'd love that.
All right, well, have a good day.
Door.
Huh?
Door.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So usually it goes open, close, open, close. You got it, pal. But yeah, have a good day.
Gotcha!
A woman's idea of a proper date. Pick her up in a $100K sports car or limo. Have a $3K dinner at an exclusive restaurant. Take her shopping for a new Louis Vuitton bag and a few $1,000s worth of trinkets. Pay her rent. Do not sleep with her. Have breakfast delivered to her house the next day, along with vacation tickets to Hawaii or some other exotic location. Email her a screenshot of your bank account so she is positive you are a top-tier 1% man. Be prepared for her to tell you that you are smothering her, and she needs time to think and be on her own without you constantly bothering her.
Women are opportunists and men are idealists, then men technically love more.
Even a guy that doesn't know you, that doesn't have any type of allegiance to you, will still show you some level of chivalry or damn near being a simp without you doing anything for it.
So that's the man that's gonna put me and my family first?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that okay, let me ask you this. Who appreciates being simped on more, men or women?
I think men.
If you get something all the time, it has no value, okay? The reason why the woman needs to care more is because we're already operating from a deficit as a man. You're already getting simps hitting you up. You're already getting, opportunities. You're already getting guys willing to spend money on you, protect and provide for you for nothing more. Hold on, but the point is that women don't appreciate chivalry anymore, which is why I said chivalry is dead.
There's a large group of women who want to live inside a romance novel. The problem with these girls is that the relationship only lasts until she gets tired of your writing style. She's not thinking, it'd be realistic to spend the rest of my life with this man, to have kids and grow old together. She's trying to get high from having really fun dates. Women kept saying, don't approach us, so men stopped approaching and women were mad. Women complain men are toxic and should be more like them. Drizzle drizzle, though a joke, would give women what they wanted and they are mad about that. Make up your mind what you want. Too many women feel that dating is like ordering food at a nice restaurant. If it's not exactly the way she wants it, just send it back for another. Those dishes aren't on the menu, they are part of the buffet. Even if there is some of her chosen dish there when she arrives, many other women are having that dish too. To any confused woman asking, what happened to chivalry? Chivalry has very little to do with women, and was actually a code of conduct for knights, concerning policing of land and personal combat. What happened to chivalry is that women seem always ready to give it up for the bad boy at the drop of a hat, but they make the good man jump over 1,000,000 hurdles. After a while of this, any man who is inclined to practice chivalry is out the door. The element of chivalry that had to do with women was generally defined as how a gentleman should treat a lady. As feminism freed women from the expectation of acting like a lady, chivalry now only applies if you choose to engage us in combat. Chivalry is given to a select few, our children, our parents, grandparents, our wives, and for people who care about us. Just because we are men, we are not obligated to smile and do things for you, just like women are not obligated to smile and do stuff for us. I guess as a man, you need to understand that women are defined by their unhappiness. They constantly look elsewhere for greener grass, while refusing to water the grass where they are. As a man, you are best served by understanding that they are never yours. It's just your turn for a little while before they leave for the next situation, man, etc. And label you as the reason for her unhappiness. It's their nature, and you shouldn't be mad at them any more than you'd be mad at a baby for shitting itself. Do what you need to with them, but don't ever get attached. Protect your resources and peace at all costs. Know that as you age, your options will become greater and greater if you build yourself. The husband/father/provider/protector roles are constructs of a bygone age when women weren't as mentally ill as they are. Don't fall for it. Today's version of feminism empowers women to not just want equality, but to gain superiority over men. As Jordan Peterson put it in one of his interviews, feminists today think about 1% of men who wronged women in the past, and use that to treat every man, or the other 99% in the same way, basing their whole lives and the feminist ideology on it, which is a completely illogical thing to do. And this is why modern women today have incredibly high body counts, because they've equated that with being independent and free, and with getting back at those 1% of men who actually did oppress women. This is why I feel that modern feminism has lied to women in general. Modern feminism has robbed women of their meaning and purpose, and given them a new purpose that is only making women more and more miserable. You only have to go and see the women around your society or online today to know what I mean. Women are miserable because of feminism. They think they're part of some positive movement that liberates them of their worries, when in fact, it only steals their value from them. I was recently reading a study that said, women who enter the marriage without a notch count, which is now a rarity, are the least likely to divorce. Women with 10 or more partners are the most likely to divorce, but this only became true in recent years, the study said. This only goes to show that the more women sleep around, the more they're likely to lose any sense of loyalty and future stability when it comes to relationships. On top of that, no man truly wants to be with a woman who has a high body count. It's so weird that for women, cleaning their house when they have a husband is labeled as a literal prison, but cleaning their house when they have a 9-to-5 is labeled as them being strong and independent. That's what feminism did over the years. That's how it changed the mindsets of women in society regarding work and marriage. And in the end, we have masculine women over 30 and 40 who have hit the wall, but society tells them they're strong and independent, while they silently suffer inside knowing full well that they're not happy with that, and that they might be living the rest of their lives alone. It has to be a pretty miserable existence to wake up at 40 years old and realize the best part of your life was when you were in high school and maybe a few years after. They thought it would never end, that they could just wade through man after man until they found the perfect man, That's never going to happen, and now they know it. Dealing with a masculine woman is like dealing with a very insecure man, always trying to prove themselves, and they take offense at everything. Women in their late 30s and 40s completely forgot how they acted when they had the advantage. They didn't think the men they rejected may have been a healthy long-term relationship. Chads are gone. Average Joe honored their request, and all they have is their equally lonely friends. The problem with these women is they never engage in self-reflection. They never are responsible for their lives or their failures. It is always someone else's fault. They are damaged, yet their list of requirements of a man gets longer and more demanding as they age, not less. On dating profiles, they never say what they bring to a relationship that a man actually wants. On their profiles, it's always me, I want, I need. They believe they are the prize. But the guy has to be taller, stronger, wealthier, better looking, more charismatic, more worldly, and a feminist. So, who has worked harder and is higher value and status? The man, obviously. The delusion is incredible. It is probably because they have been told all their lives that they are perfect princesses who can do no wrong.
When we return to Turneround's theory, I'm going to conclude today's episode with another free theoretical thought, right after this.
I'm getting sick of women asking me, where are the good men at? But you stay in your house every Friday night, you antisocial, you don't respond to DMs, and you got the nerve to be like, where are the good men at? Not in your house. You are a good catch that no one knows about because you spend your time working, going home. You don't do shit. And even when you do shit, you don't socialize. You do not spark invitations. You don't even look inviting, and you're wondering why you can't find no good men. I'm just one of those people that know good men exist. Just so happen, he not the postman. He ain't coming to your house. Some of y'all, the only way y'all gonna meet a man is if your toilet stopped up, you call a plumber, and that plumber is him. Cause you don't go nowhere. I don't like the club, Ace. Take a hike, go to the library, get cute, and go to Home Depot for all I care. Do something.
So y'all rather reach in the back and get the bad boys, you know, the ones that look good, the one that got the popularity, the one that got the money but no character. That's the man y'all go for. Cause right, you would rather cry in a Bentley, right? Yeah, no, I'd rather not cry at all. See, and the good men at the front going to work faithfully, ain't out all night, ain't clubbing in bed by 8 watching anime. Them the ones. I'm telling you now, them the ones. But see, look, them the ones that y'all be saying that give y'all the ick, right? No, it's not the ick. You just want the bad boys. The good men is the men that y'all be ghosting because y'all say they too nice.
Chivalry is dead and women killed it. Men, you need to protect yourselves. Back 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago, if you went on a first date with a girl, the likelihood that she had a genuine interest in you and wasn't just using you because she was bored or she wants a free meal, the likelihood that any one given first date even ends up becoming a second date is very small. Most first dates don't lead anywhere. In the past, you'd maybe go on like 3 first dates and then you're married. Now, motherfuckers be going on 3 dates a week. Are you probably going to lose girls if you don't pay for the date? Yes. However, it's a matter of principle. I'm not going to be paying for a girl on a date that's f***ing another dude, and most of these chicks are f***ing other dudes. Like, I'm not going to do it.
Women oftentimes now are saying that chivalry is dead. The truth of the matter is, I don't believe that chivalry is dead. I experience chivalry all the time. A smile, a pleasant attitude, a thank you. All of those things send off the signals for men to say, oh, here is a woman. I should help. I should do the gentlemanly thing. But when you walk around with an attitude, with a kink in your neck, when you walk around just visibly looking unpleasant, men don't offer themselves because, frankly, why would they open themselves to that type of energy? So for the women out here who feel like, you know what, where are the days of men holding the door open for women? They exist. I experience them all the time. Stop looking at the entire world and saying, all of you are the problem, and come about it a bit differently. Try smiling. Try being nice. Try saying thank you. Women don't go above and beyond for thankless men either. Let's just call it what it is. Be a decent person. Be a welcoming person. Be a nice, kind person. And you'll get that energy back.
The problem is this. Chivalry
used to exist in a time when women were actually ladies, right? When they weren't getting all this attention from randoms on the internet, when they actually deserved to be treated like a lady. But now, with feminism and women think that they're equal, etc., you have to do everything in your power to establish the hierarchy that you're actually the prize here and that you are the man, you're the leader. So with us, right, a guy might not get a gift from a woman ever in his life. He might not get a kiss until his 20s. He might not get a date until his 20s. He might not get a girl to say, oh, you're really cute, ever, right? Men rarely, if ever, get compliments or attention from women. So when we do get it, guess what happens? We appreciate it. We act good. We say we're really happy, right? We will keep that gift and treasure it. When women get attention, they get it all the time. They don't value it. So for you as the man, the reason why you need to be in the position of power and why she needs to be looking up to you is because you know how to act when you get that admiration. You know how to appreciate it. Women don't know how to appreciate male attention and respect anymore because they get it all the time now. So now the shoe's on the other foot. We have to be the ones where they admire us. They need to be the adorer. That's the only way they're gonna stay in a relationship.
There's not a big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
100% lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a lie.
That's not a lie. Me.
Listen.
What?
There's not a lot of good men who want y'all. I'm clapping for myself. There's a lot of good men out there where the good man at? Like they hiding under a rocker in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at Equinox. They at the bank. They walking right past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're going to walk right by you. Okay. And you in LA. If you in LA or anywhere LA adjacent, your pretty face ain't going to go too far because everybody's pretty. Matter of fact, you ain't even got to be born pretty or wake up pretty. But when you leave your house, you're going to be pretty. So everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we're not looking at you. When have you ever heard a woman admit to not being shit? She'll say, this man ain't shit. He ain't shit. He was bad. He was bad. He was bad. He was bad. My dad wasn't shit. There's plenty of good men. They just don't want your ass.
Whoop. He said it. I didn't.
Women, y'all gotta stop putting all the good men in the categories with the bad men because not every man cheats. And a lot of women consider it so much that they believe in themselves. They getting on here saying, oh, you tripping if you think you're gonna find a man that's faithful. Or every man is a cheater. It's a part of a man's nature. No, when I get in a relationship with my man, I know my man ain't gonna be no cheater. And don't tell me, oh, you don't know how he gonna be. Every man's a cheater. All men cheat. I know you lying. When I find my husband and I find my man gonna be faithful. To the women, you know, every man don't cheat. Every man that you're running into cheats. Everywhere that you're looking at is at a bunch of cheaters. Maybe you need to look elsewhere, but I know that when I find my man, he gonna say no to all you broads. And y'all gonna want him even more than ever. Y'all not gonna be able to have him.
And now, Turneround's theoretical thought. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it is time for another edition of Turnaround's Theoretical Thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought based on today's episode about chivalry being dead because women killed it. Here's your theoretical thought for today. No matter how much of a man you think you are, when you try to open a door for a woman, and she goes off gaslighting you because you opened the door for her because it's the courteous thing to do, chances are she'll conjure up and say chivalry is dead because blah, blah, blah. I have said it time and time again, fellas, know your worth. It's all right to rock along and be single. That's why 63% of men that are younger choose to stay single because men would prefer to be at peace. The dating world is not what it used to be. So ain't no sense in bringing back that 80s, 90s type of love all over again, because in today's dating world, I have said it on this platform over and over again, and I'm gonna keep saying it, the dating world is not what it used to be. We have more modern women than we do traditional women. But these modern women will get the hell on social media and expect men to fund their lavish lifestyle, meet their high standards, and when they don't get the standards met, they go on a rant because their standards are not met. The more these women contradict themselves, the more they start to become a joke. And the more they become a joke, the higher the standards. And the higher the standards, the more delusional these women will be. It's just that simple. And more than 70% of women will have a hell of a backup plan to fool around with the next dude. We are sick of it, we're tired of it, we're fed up. That's why we're giving you what the devil you want, which is to leave you alone. So don't get the hell on the internet and say, where are the good men at? Because you know where the hell they are now. That's the theoretical thought for today. And this will conclude another edition of Turnaround's Theory for today. Now, keep in mind that we are now 3 episodes away from the season finale for Season 4 of Turnaround's Theory. Now let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, I want to reiterate to you all to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel because it would in fact help out and it would be absolutely beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. I'm Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. Thank you for watching another edition of Turnaround's Theory, and I look forward to seeing you right back here next time for another edition of Turnaround's Theory. Now, here was a sneak preview of next week's episode. We're getting closer and closer to the home stretch for Season 4 of Turnaround's Theory and only 3 episodes left until the season finale. Here is a sneak preview of next week's episode.
I know a lot of y'all studs don't like providing and y'all want to go 50-50. That's cool. But me, I'm the type of stud and provider. I'll work 2 jobs if I got to make sure them kids straight and make sure my ladies straight.
Don't miss an all-new episode of Turnaround's Theory coming next week on YouTube.